Hey, what's up, guys? It's Will with Exposing the IWC, and we just got done with another day of WWE in Canada. And some people are complaining. Are you one of those people? Are you complaining? I wouldn't say that I'm complaining about what happened last night, but some people that I actually respect are complaining about. Like, you have the usual trolls that are complaining about booking decisions, but some people that I actually agree with, like not agree with, but some people that I actually respect and like on the internet are complaining about what happened. So what I figured I would do, since so many people are complaining about what happened last night, I'm gonna look at their complaints, go through the match card, and see if I can make sense of what they're complaining about. If this show is actually disappointing or not, we'll see how this goes. That's the purpose of the stream. Was Money in the Bank 2024 disappointing, a letdown, a drag? You'll be the judge. We'll go through it. How's everybody on the stream? What is up? Do you think there's still a chance that Jey Uso will win singles gold after? It's going to happen. Jey Uso will be champion eventually. Maybe not this year. Maybe it'll be after the whole Bloodline situation, because you know he's going to get wrapped up in Bloodline stuff originally. Like ultimately, he's going to get back with the Bloodline stuff. So I think we'll have to wait on that. But yes, he's too over. He's most over babyface right now. He'll be champion. Maybe not now. Maybe he'll actually win it straight up rather than a weird Money in the Bank situation. But yeah, that'll happen. No worries. I can still see Julia showing up. Video messages. Yeah, we'll talk about that after we go through Money in the Bank. Julia may have some type of message tonight. We can cross our fingers. We can hope for it. Honestly, if I have to be honest, I don't think it's going to happen. I hope it happens, but I don't want to give you guys any hope or like hype you guys up for something that I don't think is going to happen. Based on what happened last night, let's just chill on the surprises. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm not going to, I don't know. I can hope, but I'm not going to expect it. I'm not expecting anything at all from Julia tonight. Okay, so Money in the Bank. Here's a question. 1 out of 10, what's your grade for Money in the Bank? Right out the gate. Before we even talk about it, tell me what your score was. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. What was your score for Money in the Bank? Do I think Tiffany would turn face? At some point, yes, but not right now. Not right now. Yeah, not right now. Score 6 out of 10. 7.2 out of 10, of course. Yeah, bring the fractions, bring the decimals. I'm all good for that. Money in the Bank, 7. Not bad. Yeah, it's about 6. So no 8s or 9s, huh? So based on this little sample size here, looks like you guys are not that, thrilled about what happened last night. It's an okay show, decent. Okay. I'm still working out how I thought about this show. I'm still working it out. I'm not even like sure I understand how I feel about it. It was a show. It had good matches. The wrestling was fine. There were things that happened that I think led to a downward trajectory of feelings and emotions toward this show. And let's just go ahead and jump into it. Do me a favor, like the video. I'm going to be going on a diatribe here. If there's something you really want me to answer or address, send a super chat. That will shut me up. But I'm going to really dive into this show and what happened and why people are complaining. Why reasonable people are actually complaining about this. So let's go ahead and jump over to this screen. Yep. So, Money in the Bank. This was a show in Canada. Started around 7 p.m. Eastern time. It had 5 matches on the card, just 5. 4 men, 1 woman. First match was the men's Money in the Bank match. Now, we knew this was going to open up the show, or at least I knew, because what happens here, depending on who won, whether it's Drew, whether it's Chad Gable, or even Jay, that person needed to have the Money in the Bank briefcase. Therefore, the other matches later on, they can be worried about who comes out of this, how they were going to handle the other matches depending on who won this. So if you wanted Damian Priest to be worried, if you wanted Seth Rollins to be worried, if you wanted even Sami Zayn, let's say Chad Gable won, if you wanted Sami Zayn to be worried about it, about what was going to come, this match had to happen first. Therefore, the Money in the Bank briefcase is in play, right? So that's why I started the show. I thought it was a good match. Clean in terms of like the spots. They had good moments from Melo and Andrade and Chad Gable. I thought those three were the best showing. Chad Gable, Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, they did the best for me. And that's the purpose of these type of matches, really. Instead of having the big stars go out there and do big spots, it's not really necessary. Let the people who are kind of down the card or in terms of push, folks like Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, they're not getting pushed as hard as LA Knight, as far as Drew McIntyre. So you let those people go out there and you let them show out and have a good performance. And they did. They stepped up to the plate. I thought Carmelo Hayes was great. I thought Andrade was awesome. And it was a good, clean match. So now I don't remember off the top of my head how long this match was. Let me find out real quick. WWE Money in the Bank. Because some people were saying it was short. I don't know how long this match was. Was it short? Let's see. I'm gonna guess like 15 minutes. How long was the Money in the Bank men's match? It was 16. About the same length as the women's match, 16 minutes. So this was a good match. It was clean. It was crisp, I thought. Again, Andrade and Carmelo showed out. Good performances from them. I thought Chad Gable giving the damn ladder a German suplex was hilarious. Chad Gable looked awesome here. Yeah, so I don't really have any complaints in that regard. I thought it was a good match. Nothing but net. That was cool for Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes showed out. This was a crazy spot. Him hanging off the Money in briefcase cable here. Fun stuff. Drew McIntyre throwing the damn ladder at Jey Uso was awesome. Everybody did a good job. And it was clean for the most part. Now, the problem that people are having with this match, because I think all these matches have a problem except for one. And I'll talk about it when I get there. All these matches have a problem. In this case, the problem was the winner, Drew McIntyre. Why was that a problem? Well, the second Drew McIntyre won, we knew what was going to happen. They were burning the Money in the Bank briefcase. By burning, I mean not carrying it forward to other shows or other PLEs. They were going to end it here. Get it out the way. No use for it. This is get rid of it and use it for the sake of the CM Punk Drew McIntyre storyline. And some people did not like that. They thought this was the time to build a new star. Just put the Money briefcase on a Chad Gable, Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, somebody. That way you can use it to build a star rather than just use it up for no reason. At least that's what the narrative was. Now, that's fine to think that. And some people thought that even in this case, we'll talk about it later when we get to the Damian Priest death match, they thought the way they burned it was kind of repetitive and useless. We'll get to that. We'll save that for the CM Punk situation here. But they were not too thrilled about Damian Priest having to deal with this cash in because Drew McIntyre won. I did not hate this at the time or even now. If you are in your mind, if you don't want to deal with the briefcase, last year they had a lot to deal with the Damian Priest thing, right? He won the briefcase, and for months and months and months, folks said, we're not going to cash in. When he's going to do it, they're wasting time with Damian Priest. It's a waste. Why do you even put the damn briefcase on him if they're not going to use it? It's a waste of time, and they're complaining for months. Triple H had to figure out the best time to use it. Sometimes it can become a chore, I think, for him as a booker and as creative. Got to figure out how to use it, right? When do we use it? When do we not use it? I think at this point this year, they were like, you know what? Screw it. I don't want to deal with it. No freaking Money in the Bank for the men. Scrap it. Just burn it here. I'm fine with that, as long as the storytelling going forward is good, which I will give them the benefit of the doubt. So I have no reason to believe that the storytelling won't be good going forward. So I'm okay with them burning the Money in the Bank briefcase, as long as they keep up the storytelling that we've gotten over the last few months. So I didn't hate it. I don't hate Drew winning, even though I even tweeted it out when it happened. The second Drew McIntyre won, I said, oh, it's over. He's going to fail tonight. Because in his past promo, was it a promo? Yeah, his past promo, he said that I'm going to win Money in the Bank and I'm going to cash in that night. The second I heard that, I knew it was a wrap. Now, how they executed it, we can talk about that later when we talk about the Damian Priest-Seth Rollins match. But the match was good, exciting, good spots. The winner, we can talk about that later, whether it worked out for you, but I understood what they're doing here. I didn't have major complaints. I thought the show started off good here. I think the issue they have with this match is what happened later on. All right, what happened later on, the payoff is what they had a problem with, really. Not so much Drew McIntyre winning, but how they handled it, I think. What is good? So what's your rating for this match? I'll give it a 4. A solid 4, I think. Yeah, so what's your rating out of 5? What star rating? I'll give it 4 stars. It was a waste in the worst. Okay, Boston was the worst. Build a new star would be good if a champs would not be Gunther. Right, so Tim's on point here. If you have a storyline in place where Gunther's a champion and Cody's a champion, you don't want anything messing with that. You don't want to have any wonky Money in the Bank cash-in attempts or anything like that. You gotta get rid of it. Unless you want to use it on a mid-card belt, but then people complain about that. If Chad Gable won it and cashed in on Sami Zayn, I would be happy with that. But some people will complain. No matter how you do it, no matter what happens, there are going to be issues with the fans. He does not want to deal with it. I got my Cody Rhodes champion. I got my Gunther champion. I don't want to have any wonky Money in the Bank stuff this time around. Maybe next year, but not this year, okay? We had the whole storyline with Damian Priest coming along and cashing in on Mania. We don't have to beat that or compete with that or come up with some other solution for the Money in the Bank. Let's just leave it out, have Drew McIntyre cash in, fail, and that'll be that. Now, you may not like that, but I understand it from a creative perspective. If you have something good in place, right? If you have a good storyline in place, then fine, get rid of it. But now it has to be good. That's all. I trust that they have a good plan, and they did this for a reason, because they didn't want the Money in the Bank. They didn't want to have to figure out a way to shoehorn the Money in the Bank briefcase storyline into what they have cooking. They got something cooking. You don't want to add in any weird spices, any weird ingredients, okay? They have something cooking in the oven. They are set. They don't want that messing with it. So they decided, you know what? We'll have Drew McIntyre use that and have it fuel the CM Punk storyline. I will talk about that later on. I'm trying to do my best to save that talk for the next match. Or the Damian Priest-Seth Rollins match. We'll really dive into what they did and if it worked then. Yeah, exactly. Damian Priest had a long run with the Money in Bank briefcase. They didn't want to have to deal with that again. They didn't want to have to come up with another storyline, so they decided to get rid of it. I'm okay with that. Now let's move on to the next match, which was so that's the complaint there. But again, we'll dive into it. Really, what people are complaining about later. Now we move on to the next match, which was Braun Breaker against Sami Zayn. This was also a good match. Now, the reason why people are complaining about this one is because the result. Yikes. Sorry, Sami. People did not want... Now, for the record, before I dive into this real quick, let me state something for the record. I am a Braun Breaker fan. As you can see by my damn Twitter banner here. I like the kid. I like the talent. One of my favorite wrestlers right now. He's good. So I'm a fan of the man. There are a lot of people who thought that Braun Breaker was going to win this match. I don't know why. Maybe I'm crazy, but I always thought that Sami was going to retain. If Sami was going to lose, if Sami Zayn was going to lose, it was going to be because freaking Sami got cashed in on by Chad Gable. That was my thought process. I said, if Chad Gable wins this damn Money in the Bank briefcase, he's going to go down to that match. He's going to cash in on Sami. I didn't think they're going to pin either one of them. They didn't want to pin Braun. They didn't want to pin Sami. So I thought maybe they'll use Chad Gable to cash in. So some folks would be mad. Matter of fact, now that we saw what happened with the Money in the Bank briefcase, now that we saw what happened, here's a question. Would you have preferred them using Chad Gable to cash in on Sami? Or are you okay with what's worse to you? What's better booking? Using the cash in to just burn it and get out the way with Drew McIntyre? Or would you have been okay if Chad Gable cashed in on the mid-card belt on Sami Zayn? So that was my pitching. That was my pitch. That was my booking. I thought maybe use Sami Zayn to get cashed in on. Have Chad Gable win the Money in the Bank briefcase and cash in on mid-card if you don't want to mess with the titles. If you don't want to mess with Cody Rhodes and Gunther's run, then have Sami Zayn get cashed in on by Chad Gable. Now, folks would have complained about that. So it is what it is. But that's what I probably would have done. That being said, they thought that Braun Breaker was going to win. They're not going to pin Braun Breaker. He's powerful. He's hot. He's hot right now. He's a fan favorite. He's unstoppable. He's a machine. They're not going to pin him. Well, they did. And I was not surprised one bit. Actually, I thought that was going to happen. I don't believe Sami Zayn's run was going to be over right now. I think his run is going to be longer than this. Braun Breaker is a new to the main roster. Maybe they're going to wait a little bit and not fast track it. So in my mind, once Drew McIntyre won Money in the Bank, all right, Sami's retaining. So I wasn't surprised. Turns out, looking at the internet, a lot of people were surprised by this booking. And that's why they hate it. They didn't want Sami Zayn to pin Braun Breaker. They wanted Braun Breaker to win the title. I'm kind of surprised by that. I'm kind of surprised. Like, I didn't... There's this idea that the fans are turning on Sami Zayn. And maybe online. You still have the live crowd. The live crowd loves Sami Zayn. But there's this idea that the IWC is kind of turning on him. I'm not so sure. Maybe that is happening. But I was kind of surprised by how many people were complaining about Sami Zayn retaining. They wanted Braun Breaker to stay a strong force. And they feel like getting pinned by Sami Zayn weakened him. It hurt his push. It hurt his momentum. Maybe so. I don't know. We'll see how they book it going forward. We'll see how they handle him. Will he become a mid-carder who keeps losing? I doubt it. I think we need to pump our brakes and see how this turns out. He may start feuding with Seth Rollins now, maybe. Because Seth can't challenge for the main title now. So maybe Seth will face off against Braun Breaker. We'll see how they handle that. But I don't think the Sami Zayn pin really hurt him that much. I think he's fine. What say you? Do you think the IWC is right? Should they have pulled the trigger? Should Braun Breaker should he have beaten Sami Zayn? That's my question to you guys. Sammy Hogan? Really? They call him Sammy Hogan? Is that true, Maya? That's crazy. Sammy Hogan? That's crazy. Braun Breaker be fine. Braun Breaker, what, 25 years old? 26. He'll be all right. I'm a fan of the guy, and I'm telling you he'll be fine. He'll be all right. No need to call him Sammy Hogan or anything like that. Yeah, they always turn on the baby faces. That's true. The IWC will turn on the babyface if they're champion for a long time. Now, Cody might be immune to that. Maybe Cody will be immune. But the average babyface will ultimately, when a new heel comes into play, the fresh heel with the interesting character, they want you out of there. So we'll see how it goes. But I don't think Sami Zayn hurts Braun Breaker. But that's the issue here. That's why they're upset. Does that make sense to you? I don't know. You can tell me if that makes sense. Breaker, Sheamus, Ludwig Kaiser's triple threat or fatal four-way at SummerSlam. I don't know what they're gonna do with Sami at SummerSlam. Does Gable get back involved here? Does Gable team up with the Creeds and get involved in the IC chase? I don't know. You don't think Sami should have ever beaten Gunther? I agree with you with Sami Zayn did not need the IC title. I thought he was above that now. He should be chasing the world title, but they decided to give him a big win with Gunther. They wanted to move Gunther on. So they said, okay, let's beat somebody. Let's pick someone to beat him. I would have picked Chad Gable, but they went with Sami Zayn, who's already an IC champion. That was probably my one issue I had. If you're going to build a star to beat Gunther, then I would have chosen maybe a Chad Gable, elevate him. But they went with Sami Zayn. And Gunther is fine, clearly. He's about to be world champion. So that Sami Zayn beating him didn't hurt him, and Chad Gable got fined because his heel run has been good, so it all worked out. But at the time, I wanted Chad Gable to beat Gunther. They went a different direction. Oh well. Sami Zayn is still over with the crowd, so yeah, it felt weird having this big moment be the IC title. Yeah, beating Gunther was bigger than the IC title, really. It was beating Gunther, that's the big moment, more so than the IC title. But again, Gunther momentum has not been hurt one bit. If anything, it's been seen as get the belt off of him, therefore he can go for the world title. That's kind of how that happened. Lose to Sami Zayn just to get onto the big title. That's kind of like, even the fans have embraced that. So losing didn't hurt Gunther at all. Maybe losing to Sami Zayn here won't hurt Braun Breaker at all, but we'll see. That's why people are mad there. They didn't want Braun Breaker to get pinned. So here's some pictures here that I didn't show. Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn. There's a cool spot here that moonsault, springboard moonsault he does. DDT, it seems. He had to catch Sami Zayn here. Luckily he did, because he would have landed right on his head. There's that leap he does from the ring to the table. That's pretty cool. What's we got here? And then he won. So good match. I'll give it a 3.5. Good match. Nothing too special about it, but 3.5. I thought Braun's theme was good. I didn't hate his theme, his new theme. I thought it was solid. I only heard it once. Maybe I gotta hear it again, but I thought his theme was fine. Solid theme. At least had lyrics. It's always better to have lyrics for your theme, I think. So we'll see. I thought it was fine. I gotta listen to it again. Let's move on to, yeah, better than the previous one for sure. Let's move on to Seth and Damian Priest. Now I think this match, this part of the show, middle of the show, is what really brought the show down in the minds of the folks who are upset about it. The folks who are mad about the show or disappointed, I think this match right here really was a big part of it. Now this match was good in the ring. Good in the ring. The issue happened when Seth Rollins delivered the Falcon Arrow and went for the pin. He went for the pin and the ref counted 1, 2, 3. And Damian Priest did not kick out. Apparently, the music cue was supposed to interrupt the pin count, and that's tricky and that's risky. Yeah, but it was supposed to interrupt the pin count. I think it was supposed to be like 1, 2, and then the music was supposed to hit. And that was supposed to distract the ref or something? Like, I don't know. I don't know how it's supposed to play out, but what happened didn't work out. What's up, Pedro? It didn't work out how it's supposed to work out. I can only assume the music hit was supposed to, or the music trigger was supposed to interrupt the pin count. Now it's gonna make the ref stop or something. I don't know. Maybe make Seth Rollins like break his pin. I don't know what was supposed to happen there. Whatever was supposed to happen didn't happen. Damian Priest did not kick out, and it ended up being a bad botch. The botch that you can't really explain. Those are the worst type of botches, right? A botch where you make a mistake is fine because everybody makes mistakes in real life. You know, you can be watching an MMA fight where the fighter throws the wrong punch and gets caught, right? People make mistakes. That's fine. You can explain a mistake in kayfabe. This where the ref doesn't count the 3, or when Damian Priest doesn't kick out, you can't really explain it. So those are the worst type of botches. Like, it's just, you can't explain it. A mistake was made, clearly. So yeah, then Damian Priest comes down there. He cashes in. Makes it a triple threat match. So at this point, in my mind, I knew that they wanted to burn the Money in the Bank briefcase, so I knew he's about to fail. And they had CM Punk come down there and attack him, which is kind of repetitive. So the complaint here that I'm seeing is that this is repetitive, the same thing over and over again. Got Sami Zayn, almost the same thing. Got Drew McIntyre getting screwed by CM Punk. Got Drew McIntyre getting revenge on CM Punk. Back and forth, nothing changing, same old, same old. What are your thoughts on that? Do you agree with that? Do you think it's getting repetitive? Do you think it was kind of bland, boring? It's the same old, same old? Do you think that? I agree that it's kind of getting repetitive and samey, feeling too samey. And because I knew it was going to happen, that maybe added to the disappointment. Because we knew it was going to happen, that might have added to the disappointment. Maybe there's a different way to go about it. Maybe change it up a little bit somehow. I mean, it's pretty much straightforward. The same thing we've been seeing lately. CM Punk shows up, screws him, and that's that. He attacked him, hit him with a chair. What else he did? Yeah, hit him with the chair, hit him with the belt, and then Damon Priest hit the Falcon Arrow, and that was it. I'm sorry, not Falcon Arrow. He hit the South of Heaven chokeslam, and that was it. Is that enough? Is that compelling enough storytelling here for them to burn the Money in the Bank? Again, I think they just want to get rid of the Money in the Bank. That's my main thought process. Like, we don't want to deal with this time around. Let's get rid of it, and that'll be that. So they did choke him with the damn wire. It was like a cord back there. He freaking choked Drew McIntyre with that thing. That was kind of funny. Yeah, in my mind, he just wanted to be done with it. By him, I mean Triple H. This is the best way to burn the Money in the Bank briefcase. Now, some would say, didn't really add anything. Didn't add anything spicy. Didn't add anything new to the storyline. He screwed him again. It's another screw job. I get that. I understand the disappointment with this. Again, in my mind, I think they just want to get rid of it. So as long as the storytelling is good, I'm fine with that. You want to burn the Money in the Bank briefcase like this? Fine. I don't hate it. But I understand the disappointment here. So I get this. I get it. I get why folks are kind of let down by this usage of the Money in the Bank briefcase. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens later on. It's repetitive. The second Drew McIntyre came out. Yeah. Right. It's the same story beat. Same story beat over and over again. They can do better. I think we know where this is headed to. I think we know where this is headed to. Bad Blood. I think we're gonna get a Hell in a Cell match out of this too. These two, we'll see how that goes. But it's freaking July now. Bad Blood is in October. Just announced tomorrow, Ray and Zelina against Dom and wow. Yeah, that sounds like a good Rhea return match to me. Yep. That sounds like that's gonna happen. Ray and Zelina against Dom and Liv Morgan, huh? Wow. Yeah, let's do it. That sounds appropriate. Now, let's not think people are going to show up, because I thought that freaking Jimmy was going to show up tonight, and Jimmy did not show up tonight. So let's all pump our brakes and not get too excited. But I think that makes sense. Again, let's hold our horses, okay? So I understand this complaint. I get it. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, getting repetitive, change it up or something. I got it. I get that. Seth Rollins was upset with CM Punk at the end there. So it's trying to remind folks that they have a feud here. CM Punk and Seth are still not on the same page. Seth still doesn't like CM Punk. Cool. Will that lead to a Mania match? Maybe. We will see. Right now, the focus is CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, though. So I don't know how you get to Seth Rollins anytime soon. The blood feud is this right here. So I don't know at what point they're going to pay off the Seth Rollins CM Punk feud, but we'll see. We'll see. I thought the match was good. The botch was unfortunate. The CM Punk stopping Drew McIntyre was repetitive. That was the issue here. And I'll get that. Let's move on to the next match, which was probably the match that had the least amount of complaints. This was the women's Money in the Bank briefcase match. The women on every PLE, whenever there's a male equivalent match, the women have outperformed them according to the IWC. The consensus online is that the women did better than the men here. That was the case here. It was the case at the Chamber. It was the case at the Rumble. The women are, and even at War Games, the women are showing up and showing out, having the better matches than the men. It was a good match. A lot of really good spots. Really good stuff. I thought, after watching it again, I thought the women, I think the women's MVP was Io Sky. Io Sky was bumping like crazy. She's taking a lot of big leaps of faith and not leaps of faith, but a lot of risk out there. The leaps of faith, like I'm just gonna jump and hope for the best. No, she was actually, she's a well-trained, well booked competitor in this match. I thought she looked great. I thought she was the MVP of the match. Now this started off kind of rough. The beginning was rough. The men I thought were cleaner, but I thought the women had more wow moments. They started off rough, a little sloppy at the beginning, but again, I'm fine with mistakes because you can explain that for the most part. As long as the mistakes don't derail the match, it's okay if a competitor makes a mistake because everybody makes mistakes in a match. So you can explain that, oh, she made a mistake there. She screwed up. She went for too much of a risk there. You can explain that and have it still make sense within kayfabe. So there were some rough spots. Zoe Stark missed her move off the rope that she does. She always overshoots that thing. She probably stopped doing it. She made a mistake there. There was a little mistake by Live Valkyria on the DDT. She tried to run up the ropes to do a DDT. Didn't work out well. But besides that, there were a lot of wow moments here, especially from Io Sky. Here's her leaping off the. I love she does that damn springboard drop kick. Hits Chelsea Green. She takes a bump into the ladder here from Lyra. Takes another bump from Lyra here. Zoe Stark using that athleticism. That's why she's in the match. Her athleticism is useful. She does that springboard drop kick. Beautiful. Everybody had a time to shine. Even Naomi here. I remember that Alabama slam onto the ladder by Tiffany to Naomi. That was a good spot. Tiffany does her TV time wonton, which is cool. Love that. What else we had here? We had, oh yeah, here's a great moment. Io Sky had Lyra Kyria locked up in the ladder and started stomping on her head. Looked brutal, looked good. A lot of memorable stuff. Then Lyra used her core strength, got back up, pushed herself up, grabbed Io Sky and did a suplex to her while hooked onto the ladder, which was awesome to see. It was this awesome moment where they had a split here. The way they produced the women is so good, man. Kudos to all the producers here. I think like 3 people producing this match. Kudos, man. This spot right here was cool as hell. Now, the whole time this match was happening, I was worried. I thought something bad was going to happen. Because every time they did something, I was like, oh my God, the ladder looks shaky. They're going to work out well. Don't mess up. Don't mess up. Don't fall. The entire time I was cringing in fear of something bad happening. This was another moment. Because when she did that split, the ladder started going wide, the right one, the left one on the picture, but right for her. It was sliding and getting wider and wider. I was like, oh my God, she's going to fall, but she didn't. It looked good, and she hit a DDT. It was awesome. They were cooking. It was well produced. Beautiful mess of a match. But later on, they got really clean. It really looked good. Again, cool spot from Naomi here. Io Sky jumping off from the ropes onto the ladder again. Io Sky was the MVP of this match. He really was. Here's a spot where Lyra gets slammed into the ladder by Zoe Stark. And then you get the ultimate moment here. Well, not yet. They even got like some version of I'm Prettier from Naomi. Oh, to Naomi from Chelsea Green. And then we had the spot of the night. Entire show here was Io Sky being... This looked very dangerous here. If you go back and look at this video, he actually did a good job protecting Zoe Stark. This could have been bad, but when she lands, Zoe Stark's head is kind of on her legs. So Io Sky takes the worst of this, actually. And she sold it amazing. Again, I thought Io Sky was the MVP of this whole entire thing. Good match, exciting stuff, big holy shit moments. And then this shot, probably the best shot of the entire catalog here, is when Chelsea Green climbed the ladder, and then Tiffany pushed her. Even gave her little toodles up there, little toodles. I mean, it's beautiful shot, awesome. This is like a great shot that can go in any album of pictures for a show. This will go in there and fit in well because it looks amazing. Great shot. Yeah, everybody did a great job. Like, and then they gave it to Tiffany Stratton. Now, I thought she had a 10% chance. So in my mind, which I was right, I said the winner would come from SmackDown for the women. That means Naomi, Tiffany, or Chelsea Green. I thought Chelsea was not going to win. Right about that. I thought Naomi had the better chance because I thought they may go with the Naomi Bayley storyline. He decided to go with Tiffany Stratton. Now, the reason why I thought she was low chance-wise is because I didn't think they were going to push the younger folk that fast. Vince, I would not be surprised one bit. But I thought Triple H was going to take his time with this. But apparently not so much. What's happening here, I think, with Tiffany, she's become undeniable from a crowd standpoint. The international crowds have really lifted her up. She gets big TV time chants. TV time. Everywhere she is. In Europe, in Australia, in Canada, no matter what, she's over with the international crowd. Even more so than in the United States, she is. And because of that, yes, her pops are big. And she just became undeniable. Even if you're a young buck like she is, if you're getting that type of reaction over and over and over again, you can't deny it. And she's been getting this since Elimination Chamber. So I think he just thought, you know what, Tiffany, you're athletic, you obviously look amazing, and you got the crowd support. So just do it. So I think that's a big part of it. Her crowd reactions, her pops, her how over she is with the crowds. I think now that we saw what happened with the men's Money in the Bank briefcase, I think she has to win it. Are they going to burn both of them? Are you going to have a situation where both the men and the women both fail? I don't think so. If they're going to do that, Chelsea Green was right there. Chelsea Green was right there for a failed contract if you wanted to. I do not think they're going to make this cash in at fail. I think Tiffany will be champion. Now, how long would that happen? Like, how long would they pull the trigger on it? I don't know. But I don't think they're going to have her fail to cash in because I don't think both of them won't. And not both of them. Now we know that the men failed, the women won't. And if that's the case, I think Tiffany will be champion. I think she will have a pink briefcase. And if you're going through the trouble of like changing the briefcase and making it pink and bedazzling it and adding rhinestones and all that shit, if you're going to go through all that trouble, you might well have her hold it for a while. Let her hold it for a minute. Maybe I'll wait until next year, maybe. I don't know. It just depends on how they want to handle it. Because it'll be interesting because she has a new dynamic with Nia Jax. There's a new relationship here. How is that relationship going to change now that she's a Money in the Bank winner? Nia Jax has a match at SummerSlam. What will the talk be? Hey, go ahead and you go win you go win against Bayley, and I'll go cash in on Liv Morgan. That's going to be the narrative. We'll see. Right now, it's an interesting dynamic now between Tiffany and Nia Jax. I thought they're going the route of a tag team relationship here. They can still do that, by the way. You can still have Nia Jax and Tiffany as a tag team. But I thought they're going to go with that like all the way, but I don't know now. Maybe Tiffany Stratton does cash in within the next 3 months. And how does that change her dynamic with Nia Jax? Because Nia Jax has aspirations. She has a vision for her own self. She wants to be champion. So if she wants to be champion, how does she reconcile that with Tiffany Stratton, the younger buck, trying to take the championship spot? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But there's a whole bunch of different ways it can go. A bunch of different ways. Cash in at WrestleMania. I don't think it's going to fail a cash in because the men did. If the men had not failed, I say maybe she does fail it. But now that they have failed it, I don't think they're going to do both of them. That'd be kind of weird. Tiffany against Charlotte at Mania 41. I'm not sure Tiffany will even be champion at Mania. Let's pump the brakes there. I'm not sure if she'll be champion at Mania. I don't know. That'd be huge for her to be walking into Mania as champion at a young age like this. That'd be crazy. I'm not entirely sure how long this reign will last. I'm not sure. Knowing Triple H, probably long. Triple H is a long gamer with the reigns, so maybe she does win the belt later on this year, and then she has it for a while. I don't know. It all depends. Like, I'm not sure. I didn't think they're gonna give it to her because of, like I said, younger act. Maybe they're gonna wait a little bit, but no, he pulled the trigger. So we'll see what happens. And cashing on SummerSlam seems kind of weird for me. I just don't buy it. It could happen. Like, it just seems kind of early for a cash in for Tiffany. She's gonna have a pink briefcase soon, and then 4 months with the pink briefcase, and that's it. Just 4 months. If you're going through the trouble of changing the briefcase and all that stuff, I think I'm gonna want to make money off of it. Want to have it for a while, maybe. Damien Priest changed his briefcase to the purple one. He had it for a long time. So if Tiffany changes hers to a pink one, and it's all bedazzled, maybe she'll have that for a while. I don't know. It's all up in the air. It is all up in the air, folks. Cashes in at Vegas, all the way to Mania. Would that be repetitive? Would that feel kind of samey, considering what happened with Damien Priest? I don't know. That's the overwhelming belief, is that she's going to cash in at SummerSlam. Lily Forla, that's how you say it? Lily Forla. Yeah, that's the overwhelming consensus. She's going to cash in after Nia Jax beats up Bayley. Does it track for you guys? Does it track? Does it track that Bayley would lose her belt this early? Does that track for you? Bayley that won the Rumble, won at Mania, you're going to lose the belt at SummerSlam, do a cash in. Does that track? Is it possible? Sure. But for some reason, it doesn't track for me. I feel like Triple H to go a different route. I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure that tracks, though. Bayley's not transitional champ. Bayley won the Rumble and then won at Mania. That's not transitional. That's like 2024 is your year kind of thing. Winning the Rumble, winning at Mania. Let's see. Rhea did that. Rhea won the Rumble, then won at Mania. She had that thing for a while. Calendar year. The only reason she still doesn't have it now is because she got injured. So yeah. Bayley now, same thing with Rhea. Rumble win, Mania win. SummerSlam ending, I don't know. Especially considering Cody had the same situation. Cody won the Rumble, and Cody won the championship at Mania. So Cody and Bayley are kind of parallel to each other. I don't think it ends at SummerSlam. I could be wrong. But maybe Naomi helps her out at SummerSlam. I don't know, but it seems kind of obvious, doesn't it? Does it? Feels like too straightforward. Nia Jax, Bayley fights a match. Nia Jax beats up Bayley. Bayley retains by the skin of her teeth. Nia Jax attacks Bayley after the match. Tiffany comes down and cashes in. It seems too by the book, too straightforward, too obvious. I don't know. And how does that change the Nia Jax Tiffany dynamic? Nia Jax wanted to be champion. So she goes from, I wanted to be champion to, okay, good for you, Tiffany. You can be champion. That's why I didn't think Tiffany was going to win. I didn't buy the dynamic between the two, but they'll figure something out. But to go from, I want to beat champion by beating Bayley to, I lost, but here you go, Tiffany, you win it. I don't know about that one. It's possible, but just got to make it work. Just make it work on TV. That's all. I agree with you, Maya. When Rhea wins it back, whenever that is, whenever she wins it back, which might be Mania, depending on how long they want their Judgment Day storyline to go, maybe Mania. When she beats Liv Morgan, she's not dropping it anytime soon. And I do agree with her. I do agree with you that she'll hold that belt until Bianca comes up. So it'll be Rhea as champion for a long time until Bianca shows up and beats her. So yeah, so you have to pick and choose when do you want to have Rhea win it back. And I think they'll probably, I can see it going all the way to Mania. This Liv Morgan Rhea Ripley storyline. Rhea might win the Chamber and challenge Liv Morgan to end the blood feud, and she beats Liv Morgan at Mania. The Rhea Ripley injury has changed everything, folks. The Rhea injury has changed it all. And because she got injured, they can now do a long game with the Liv Morgan Rhea Ripley storyline. I think her injury changed everything. At this point, I am predicting that Liv Morgan is the champion going all the way to Mania. That's my early prediction, folks. I could be wrong, but that's how I think is going to happen because I think Liv Morgan is now going to have Judgment Day. Same way how Damian Priest had Judgment Day for a while, it's going to be Liv Morgan and Dom, potentially, and Finn and JD and Carlito helping her out. It's going to be hard to stop Liv Morgan when she has the help of those four. What if Finn, Carlito, freaking Dom, JD interfere in her matches? How do you beat Liv Morgan if every time you try to beat her, the boys come out and help? It's gonna be tough for Rhea Ripley. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for her. But we'll see how it goes. But I can see it go all the way to Mania. As far as Tiffany Stratton, when did she cash in? Who the hell knows? Could be SummerSlam, could be next year. Like, I don't know. I just think they're gonna have her have the pink briefcase for a while. That's just my thought process, my hunch. She'll have that pink briefcase for a long time, I think. Maybe not as long as Damian Priest, but a while. And if you do that, she can have the briefcase and still tag team with Nia Jax in the meantime. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Here's my guess. Tiffany successfully cashes in on Bayley/Nia. Then Charlotte returns. They could do that. Dude, the story will be Tiffany against Charlotte at Mania. Possible. But then what do you do with Bianca Belair? I think Bianca will be feuding with someone. They tried to do Bianca Charlotte 2 years in a row and failed because of various reasons. They might try to do it 4 times in a row. And they might try Bianca Charlotte this time again for the 3rd time. Then if Jade Cargill, because in my mind, I think Jade's going to win the Rumble. Could be wrong about that. But I don't think they're going to book her to lose the Rumble again. So Jade wins the Rumble. She's in the singles. She's out of the picture now for Bianca. Because she's gonna be chasing the champion, whoever the champion is. And if that's the case, Jade will beat what? Tiffany at Mania? Or Bayley at Mania? I think Jade's winning the Rumble. Simple as that. So if Jade is winning the Rumble, Bianca needs something, and that'll be Charlotte Flair. No, Bianca's not winning the Chamber. Bianca, unfortunately, because I'm a Bianca Belair fan, and we'll move on to the next topic here. Unfortunately, for Bianca Belair, I believe her singles push will be delayed until they're ready to pull the Bianca Rhea storyline, which means Bianca will not win the Chamber. She will not win the Rumble. And someone else will. Rhea might win the Rumble. Jade might win the Chamber. No, Rhea might win the Chamber. Jade might win the Rumble. And Bianca could face Charlotte Flair at Rumble, go into the draft, get drafted to the same brand as Rhea Ripley, and then you start the Bianca Rhea Ripley storyline from there. And then she could win the Rumble, because then you set up the Bianca Rhea Ripley match at Mania. So I'm guessing right now, Mania 42 is Bianca against Rhea. Therefore, Bianca will win the Rumble leading into that Mania. That makes sense? You want to set up the Bianca Rhea Ripley story from that Mania, right? So Bianca needs to win the Rumble then, which will be 2026. Yes. 2026 Rumble will be the time for Bianca to win the Rumble, setting up the Rhea Ripley match. This year, or this upcoming Rumble, wouldn't make sense because I don't think Bianca is going to be chasing the singles title right now. So, Maybe Bianca Charlotte for 41, but we'll see. I know it's way too long. I know. If it were to me, Bianca would be facing Rhea Ripley. Again, the Rhea Ripley injury has changed everything. We don't know what the original plan was, but the Rhea Ripley injury has changed it all. Now we got Liv Morgan as champion. We don't know if that's going to happen. Was that ever going to happen? We don't know. The injury changed it all. So we'll see how it goes. But I think Rhea Ripley will be feuding with Liv Morgan for the foreseeable future. Then when she's done with Liv Morgan, we can get back to Bianca Rhea Ripley potentially after the draft. That storyline will not start until Bianca and Rhea Ripley are on the same show. So until that happens, just pump the brakes. Ain't it happening. When Bianca and Rhea Ripley, whenever that happens, maybe next year, when they're on the same show, then we can start talking. But until then, I don't think it's gonna happen. So I don't think so. All right. Now we have the last match. I've been talking about Bianca and freaking Rhea. Now we have the last match, the main event. The good guys against the bad guys. KO, Randy, Cody against Bloodline 2.0. Now, this was a fine match. It was okay. Now, I was actually disappointed with this match. Of all the matches, I had the most problems with this one because if you've been following me, if you've been watching my streams, this match has no stakes. You heard that before, right? This match has no stakes. What does that mean? Doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter who wins. The winner doesn't get anything. The loser doesn't get anything or any issues. It is what it is. They don't receive anything by winning. There's no stakes. There's nothing on the line, right? That, and it was obvious what's going to happen. Bloodline was going to win. So not only was the outcome obvious, the match has no stakes. So in that case, you need something else. You need a story beat. You need something to hook the audience at the end to make the match worth it. In my mind, I thought Jimmy was going to show up. That would be the closing moment. Because it doesn't matter if the show has no, if the match has no stakes, it doesn't matter. As long as some type of story beat happens. And I thought they were going to use Jimmy Uso was going to return. That could have been the story beat. But we got nothing. Now, I wasn't interested in Jacob Fatu's performance, and it was good, so kudos there. I was impressed by Jacob Fatu. I kind of knew that was going to happen. I know he's good. I've seen him wrestle before, so I'm not that taken aback by that. I know he's good. So what else we get here? Nothing. Solo pins Cody Rhodes, like I expected it to happen. That sets up Cody against Solo at SummerSlam. That justifies that match. Okay. No stakes, no story beat, nothing. Just a match with nothing on the line. This was disappointing for me. Because if you're going to have this match be the main event, what was the point? Beyond Solo pinning Cody, what's the point here? We already knew it was going to be Cody against Solo anyway. That match is happening already. We knew that. Well, we didn't know it. But we suspected it anyway. So what's the goal here? What's the hook? What's the story? Nothing. This is a good match. A good guys against bad guys match you see all the time on SmackDown and Raw. And that was that. Maybe I'm being too mean, or not mean. Maybe I'm being too critical. Am I off? Am I missing something here? Please tell me. What am I missing here? No stakes, no story, beat, no return, no nothing. No, nothing on the line. Bad guys win. And that was that. Am I missing something? What am I missing? David, this is a six-man tag match, so weak. So still Cody Rhodes going to beat Solo? Yes, he will beat Solo for sure. Made Bloodline look strong? Yeah. They had to. You can't have Jacob Fatu return, well not return, but debut and not have them win. That'd be silly. We knew as long as Jacob Fatu was here, they're going to win. Can't have Jacob lose his first match. Tonga Loa, can't even deliver a damn low blow correctly. He missed on a damn low blow. He whiffed on it. He missed. How do you miss on a low blow, dude? He's right there. The ball sack is right there. You just hook it. He missed it. He had to go in for seconds. He had to go in twice to deliver the damn nut shot. Unbelievable. Yeah, he's not making himself look too good here. His black suit back here. That's why he's in the damn suit, not in the damn ring. He can't deliver a damn low blow correctly. Interesting match. Interesting match. But yeah, this was the most disappointing match for me. But overall, this PLE was fine. I'll give it a 7 out of 10, which is a good score. Good, fine, not bad, solid. The main event brings it down for me though. The main event with no story beat, nothing interesting, nothing compelling. It hurts the show for sure. Yeah, you're correct. The purpose of the match was to legitimize Solo Sikoa, make him a threat again, make him a big deal. Could have spent so much time making him look weak over the last couple years not couple years, but under last year, kept losing. Match. He was the gatekeeper to Roman Reigns. If he wanted to face Roman, he had to beat Solo, and Solo kept losing, which was a mistake in hindsight. Now they're trying to reestablish him as a force, and he has to win here. He got to win here. Got the pin, big time pin for him. Now you set up the SummerSlam match. Are you excited? Here's the question: are you excited for Cody Rhodes against Solo Sikoa? Are you hyped? Are you looking forward to it? Are you jazzed? The result is pretty obvious. Cody Rhodes retains and wins. But are you excited about it? Are you excited? That's my question. Are you excited for that match at SummerSlam? In my mind, what I'm most excited about is not the match. It's not the result, because that's obvious. I'm excited about the story beat. Whatever the story is. Roman Reigns returns. Jimmy Uso returns. Paul Heyman returns with them. That's what I'm excited about. I always use this example of it was Royal Rumble 2023. You guys remember that? Royal Rumble 2023? I believe that's what it was. Let me make sure. Let me double check. Royal Rumble 2023. Let me make sure I'm right here. What was the card? What's on that card? Yeah. It was Roman Reigns against Kevin Owens. All right? That's what it was. There was a match between Roman Reigns and KO for the championship. Do we think that Kevin Owens was going to win that title? No. Was the result obvious? Yes. But that wasn't important. We didn't care about that. Why? Because the story. We all knew Kevin Owens was going to lose. We all knew that Roman Reigns was going to retain. But people cared. Why? Because of the storyline. They were concerned about what was going to happen. They want to know the next story beat, the next chapter. And what do we get? Sami Zayn turning on Roman Reigns. That was the story. Nobody gave a shit about the result. The match, it was obvious what was going to happen. They cared about what was going to be the story beat. What was going to happen? Was Sami Zayn going to finally turn on Roman Reigns? That's what the story was. That's what was important. And that is what carried the entire show. So here's a shot right here. So in my mind, I don't know why the picture's not showing up, but okay. So yeah, right here. I can't make it big for some reason. Yes, I can. Let's do this. Yeah, there we go. The moment heard around the world. It's okay if the result is obvious. It's okay if the match is not that compelling, as long as you are expecting a story beat of some sort. They gave us nothing here. They gave us nothing. They could have given us something here to make everybody forget about all the crap that happened on the show. Oh my God, they ended with this. Jimmy Uso returned, yada yada yada, something. But they didn't. They didn't. All you need is a good story beat to end the show or end the match. Even if the match is predictable and obvious. If you have an angle of some sort to end the show, you will be fine. The crowd will go home happy. The talking point will be that. Nobody was talking about this match. Everybody was talking about what happened after the match. The post-match is what was important. They could have done that yesterday, they did not. And that was kind of disappointing. Match kind of just ended. That was that. If anything, I was more interested in what happened with Drew McIntyre at the end of the show, where he interrupted the post-match talk by when he had a back and forth with Adam Pearce. He pushed Adam Pearce. Is he gonna get suspended? I don't know. Do you guys think he's gonna get suspended for what happened last night? He got in a little tussle with Adam Pearce after the show. That could lead to something. Stuff like that. That, like, you can do that. Like, stuff like this. Even if the match is obvious, even the match is clear and straightforward, you can have some type of story beat that makes folks interested in and make them look forward to the next show. He's already been suspended. Since when? Was he suspended on the show? Was this announced on the show? The post show? Or did this come after the fact? News to me. Drew suspended. Oh, really? Really did. I missed it. Huh. Well, I'll be damned. Raw GM Adam Pearce has fined CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. McIntyre has been suspended indefinitely for putting his hands on Pearce. That's hilarious, for putting his hands on Pearce. That's funny. That makes sense. I mean, I get a copyright. That makes sense. Get out of here, Pearce. Adam Pearce was pissed off. Hey, what's your problem? Yeah, good stuff. They could have done something like this for the main event. Something. Some type of story beat to carry the rest of the show. Could have done that. But they chose not to. But this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Stuff like this. You can always make your show better, like, by having some type of storyline to have the fans talking. McIntyre suspended indefinitely. Oh, look at this. Oh, it just happened. That's why I missed it. It just happened, huh?
First things first, 2 matches are signed and are now official. Braun Strowman and the Awesome Truth will take on Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and Carlito of Judgment Day. In addition, Zelina Vega and Rey Mysterio will oppose Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan tomorrow night. And then the elephant in the room. Everybody saw what happened at Money in the Bank and after. As a result, after careful consideration, I am hereby fining both CM Punk and Drew McIntyre an undisclosed amount for their actions. Furthermore,
he's
putting his elbow squarely in my teeth. I am hereby officially suspending Drew McIntyre indefinitely. More to come tomorrow night, live on Raw, 8/7 Central, only on USA.
I'm not Adam. What was that? Put his elbow in his teeth?
For their actions. Furthermore, due to putting his elbow squarely in my teeth.
Ah, mercy. That's hilarious. put his elbow squarely in my teeth. That's funny. But it's good. I feel like Drew McIntyre getting the better storylines. The better story beats, the better story dynamics is going to Drew McIntyre rather than the Bloodline storyline, which is fine. Well, actually, no, it's not fine because separate shows. Raw can have some stuff, and then SmackDown can have their stuff. They should have done more. They should have a better angle to end the show. That's all. What happened was Drew McIntyre became the actual angle to end the show because he came out and attacked. He elbowed Adam Pearce in the teeth. So actually, Drew McIntyre got the better presentation over the course of the show rather than the Bloodline. Whatever. We'll see what happens on SmackDown. Yes, it's the A story. It's the A story. It's definitely the A story. Like, really is. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk is the A story. We'll see when the Bloodline will actually become the top storyline. Maybe when Jimmy Uso and Roman Reigns shows up. But for now, Drew McIntyre is the top character on the entire show. The entire WWE, the top character is Drew McIntyre. That is a fact. So beyond that, so that's Money in the Bank. Again, 7 out of 10. I'm not complaining. Solid show. Tonight we have the 4th night of Canada in WWE. Or WWE in Canada. I already went through this card. Should be fun. Not expecting anything too shocking to happen here. Is Seth now? Yeah, Seth is also pissed now. Do I watch Stardom weekly? Unfortunately, I do not. I do watch Marigold. Because I decided to watch Marigold because it's a new promotion. And it's less to keep up with and it's less to crack up. I don't want to catch up on anything because the promotion started in May. Since it's a new promotion, I have to go back and look at what happened last year before that, and all that stuff. So easy to catch up on it. You're really excited about the EO match? I am too. I don't know why I'm sitting on this Julia picture. Oh yeah, here's why. This is why I'm on Julia. She probably won't appear tonight. I'm not gonna get you guys hyped up about it at all. Julia will not show up tonight. Just accept it. She's in Japan. Now, some people said maybe they'll have a video message. Don't think that's happening either. No video message, no Julia, nothing. Jimmy Uso not showing up tonight or last night has me trigger. I'm pulling back. I'm not too hyped up by anything at this point. I don't trust it, okay? I'm not hyping myself up. No Jimmy Uso, no Julia, okay? I don't think she's showing up in any way, not even a video message. I do think we're going to get the announcement of the next PLE. Whatever the next PLE will be, whether it's No Mercy or American Bash or whatever for NXT, the next NXT PLE will be announced tonight. That I'm sure of. I'm pretty sure. Because it'd be stupid not to. But beyond that, I don't know. Rhea can still show up on Raw, sure, but I'm not hyping myself up anymore because that's how I get disappointed. I don't want to be disappointed anymore. I don't want to hype myself up for Jimmy Uso and then now for Julia and now for Rhea because they did not promise that at all. They didn't promise it, so I'm not going to expect it. I wish Stardom was on the same platform as Wrestle Universe, which is where Marigold is at, but I know that's not going to happen. Marigold and Stardom are not on the same page these days at all, ever. So, yeah. Yeah, I think the best way to introduce her would be some type of video presence tonight. A video message. Same thing they did with EO. They sent a video package for EO. Not a package, but a video for Marigold that EO shot. They could do that. Something short, like 30 seconds, not too long. They could do that. But so what are you guys excited about tonight? Are you excited about any of these matches? I think that this match has the opportunity to be the most important because I think they could actually do a title change here. Yeah, here's the video message they did. I don't think they're gonna take this down. Show browser. So this is a little video they shot. WWE logo in the corner there, as you can see.
使い様がマリーゴールドのリングにやってくる。7月13日両国国技館。対戦相手は
林下Utami-kun。
日本の皆さんのみならず世界中のみんなが大注目する。
So they can do this for Heatwave tonight. Just have Julia shoot something, put it on the big screen, you all see it. If they wanted to, they could do that easily. Would that be too much? Would that be not as compelling or interesting? I think it worked fine. In a video, play it, hype up the match for the next PLE, because again, I think they will announce the next PLE, and I'll be that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't expect it. Expect nothing. Expect nothing tonight. All right. Don't go in with any expectations whatsoever, because you will be disappointed. Yeah, so I think there could be a title change here. I think this is going to be straightforward. Roxanne wins. Maybe get a Julia video message if we're lucky. Open Finn retains. Do not care about this tag team match at all. Maybe, I don't care. Either way could work. I don't really care who wins this tag team match. This will end with shenanigans. I believe heels will interfere in this match. This match will not end clean. You'll have Jasmine, JC Jane and Jasmine Nix getting involved here. And maybe even a Fallon Henley. And then this will be a fun match for the Canadians. Hopefully the Canadians win. Give it to Ariana Grace and Carmen Petrovic. Give it to them. Canadians win. That's about it. So nothing really too like must see in my mind. Nothing like, oh, I have to see this. Now this will be a good match, but again, it's going to end in shenanigans. Don't care about the tag match. Good match here. Obvious winner. I guess there's no storyline stuff that I'm excited about. Nothing storyline driven. That's what WrestleMania. That's what wrestling is all about. The storylines. I don't see any storyline stuff that's going to be that compelling beyond maybe a title change here. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Yes, I agree. Battleground felt like a bigger deal. Not just because Jordan Grace was on there. It felt like a bigger deal all around. Io is a workhorse. Yes, she is a workhorse. She definitely is. You're going to Marigold after Raw. I love this freaking selling of Io did here. He sold that freaking bump like her life depended on it. So good. Io I'm becoming more and more of a fan of her every time. Every time I see her, I'm becoming more and more of a fan. She's awesome. And like I said before on Twitter, she is so valuable for WWE right now. So valuable because of her nationality, of course, because she can speak Japanese. And the WWE are really trying to break into that market. And she's very, very valuable because she is so beloved and revered over there. Like all the Joshis all look up to her. She's still like a mega big time personality over there. She's over there. They still love her. She's still considered arguably one of the best Joshis ever, and all respect her. So because she has that clout, they can use her all the time to promote, and they can use her. Like you go watch like the Japan websites, her face is everywhere for WWE. She's very valuable right now. And she's heading over there for Marigold to represent the WWE. She's gonna have a good showing, and then they're gonna have her with Damage Control for the Japan Summer Tour as well. So she's very valuable right now for WWE. Again, that selling is superb. Yeah, she's really having some crazy spots last night. I was like, Io, you have a damn match in Marigold. I respect it. I respect how willing they were to just have her go out there and show up and show out. They didn't really hold back her they didn't hold her back at all. Go out there, go out and cook. Take your bumps. Yeah, one more match in Raw. And then she heads to Marigold for the big Summer Destiny show. I will be doing a Marigold stream next week. I have watched all of Marigold. I've seen all the shows. I've seen all the matches. So I am a Marigold aficionado, which is actually kind of surprising. I never thought I'd be this knowledgeable about anything Joshi, but I've seen it all the matches, all the stories. So I know what's going on. So I'll be doing if you don't know anything about Marigold, if you know nothing, I'm gonna be breaking down the entire, not even the show, not just the show, but how it started. I'm gonna be breaking down the entire story of Marigold as quickly as I can, as easily as I can. So if you've seen no Marigold, if you've seen nothing, no matches, no nothing, you should watch that stream and you'll be able to be caught up on all of Marigold to a certain extent. You'll know everything you need to know. I'll go through every match, why is it important, who the characters are, who the talent is, why you should care. And yeah, so if you see nothing, it'll be a crash course on Marigold 101. So check that out. Even if you haven't seen anything about Marigold, you will know as much as I do after that stream. You'll be a Marigold expert. Maybe not an expert, but you know a lot after I'm done with that. Yeah, so even if you don't watch it, you'll be caught up. Okay, I'm gonna catch you up on all the storylines that are important and relevant. So yeah, you can watch that stream and you'll be able to talk knowledgeably about the show, the Summer Destiny show, which is coming up on Saturday. We go to Marigold here. So yeah, I'll tell you all about these. Like I'll tell you about Bozilla, tell you about all these talents. Everybody here, you'll know about them. Tell you what's going on. For example, the girl here on the left, Kokyo Amare, they are setting her up to be the face of the company. So she, as you can see, when you look like a star, you're treated like a star. So Kokyo Amare on the left here, she's being presented as a star in the company. She'll be the face of the company very soon. When Julia leaves, it's gonna be her. She's gonna be the face, guaranteed. It's obvious based on the booking. So I'll explain that. I'll go through all that stuff. It'll be fun. Sari, she is tall. She's tall for a Joshi scene. She is tall. Her tag team is called the Twin Towers. She's only like 5'7" or 5'8", like 5'7", like she's like Bianca's height, but she's tall for a Joshi. And she is being presented as a star. She's undefeated, never had not one loss. She hadn't lost once in any capacity because they are trying to keep her strong and keep her relevant for when they transition her to being the face of the company. As you can see, when you look like a star, you get treated like a star. Sari, you guys know Sari, right? She was formerly Saray in NXT. Joshi of the Year, potentially. She's like 5'7", yeah. I think so, like 5'7". Sari is considered by many to be one of the best in the world right now, especially in the Joshi scene. If you're gonna give a Joshi of the Year award, a lot of people think you should go to her because she's been killing it all year. And she'll be facing Julia on the big event on July 13th. So I'll be breaking all that down. All that. This lady, so I don't know much about her. I know she is a Joshi legend and she's gonna be wrestling on the card, but she is not in Marigold. This is one of those special matches where to bring in an outsider, a veteran, kind of like for example, Trish Stratus jumping on the SummerSlam card, something like that, or Trish Stratus having a WrestleMania match. That's equivalent. A legend from the Joshi scene coming into Marigold to have a big match. So she's a legend. She's not on the card at all. Or she's not on the roster. She coming in to have a match as a legend, kind of. Same with this situation. A legend, not on the roster, but coming in for a big match. Similar to what they did with it's a 6-woman tag match. So exactly the same as what they did with the Lita and Trish Stratus against Damage Control. Remember that? Legends teamed up with Becky Lynch to face Damage Control. That's what's happening here. So I'll go through all that on the stream. I'll break down this annoying woman on the left here. Nani Takahashi. Asuka hates her. I'll explain that a little bit as yeah, it's all, so we'll break all that down. Again, star, big star here. I'll break all that down next week. Should be fun. It'll be interesting. Kind of intimidating to talk about Joshi for the first time, but I know it all, so I can talk about it. So big show. There'll be a bunch of announcements on the show. that I believe we WWE related. So I do believe WWE will have some type of announcement as well tied to this. We'll see. Rossi Ogawa he's hyping up some announcements here, so we'll see what he does. Again, here's that damn poster here with the Io Sky and the WWE logo. Clear as a bell. Clear as a bell. Zoe hate is so unnecessary. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's kind of ridiculous. Like the same people talk about, the folks that talk about mental health and treating the talent well will go online and shit on Zoe Stark because her fave is not in the match, or their fave is not being positioned where she is. It's all ridiculous. Nanae Takahashi, as you brought up, is annoying. So yeah, Nanae is the woman that Asuka hates. She is a good wrestler. She does well in the ring. She's a legend, but she's annoying. She does the whole passion thing over and over again. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that damn. I'm sure there's a video of her screaming passion like a crazy person. Here it is. Passion, passion. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, the damn. I'm not showing it. Passion, passion, passion. Kind of annoying. Passion. She always screams passion 24/7, and it is annoying as hell. That's her whole gimmick. She injects passion. She injects passion into her matches. She injects passion into you and everybody else, regardless if you want it or not. It's kind of endearing to some folks. For me, it's annoying. Now, am I kind of joking? I'm kind of joking. I'm not that serious about it. But her passion yelling is kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Asuka yells too, but she doesn't yell the same thing over and over again. Passion, passion, passion. Yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying. Yeah, she took a bad bump. Zoe Stark did. That bump was crazy. That's what she's there for. She's there to take the bump. She's there to make people look good. And she's awesome. And I'm not going to take any slander of Zoe Stark. I'm really not. So I'm going to tell you guys all about the Passion Lady next week. Passion! Passion! Forcing people to yell passion 24/7. That's it for the Money in the Bank talk and for tonight's talk with the Heatwave. What else you guys want to ask me about before I get off of here? You want to know more about the Passion Lady? Passion, passion, passion. It must be stopped. How many matches will SummerSlam get? Probably like 7, 6 or 7, more than 5. For sure, more than 5. They'll treat SummerSlam like a WrestleMania night, 1 or 2. So I'm thinking 6 or 7, not the 5. I doubt it. It'll be more than. How much on the card last year? SummerSlam 2023. Passion. Let's see, 2023. 1. Let me show you the damn thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. 9 matches on the damn card. Was it really 9 matches? Dang. Oh, well, the Io Sky cashed in. So really 8. Really 8. Because Io Sky cashed in, so that counts as a match. So 8 matches on the card, folks. So I'm expecting 6 to 7, I'd say. Maybe 8 like last year. So you don't have to worry about it. You're going to get a long-ass match. Long-ass show. Maybe we have some shorter matches. I think we'll probably go with 7. I'm going to go with 7. Does Asuka hate the male wrestler that destroyed her? What male wrestler? I don't know about that. I just know she hates Nani Takahashi. That's all I know. I'll go with 7. Shayna. Oh yeah, Shayna Baszler Ronda Rousey match. I forgot about that one. MMA rules match. That was bad. Yeah, that really was bad. That was bad. But it was a good show. This is when Bianca Belair won the title back for like 30 seconds. Remember that? $8 plus the cash in. Oh yeah, so you're well on the whole TV Stratton cash in, huh? Here's the thing. Another thing to think about. They just had Io Sky cash in last year at SummerSlam. Do you do it again? Do you have Tiffany cash in on SummerSlam again? A repeat of last year? That'd be kind of repetitive. Do you do that? I'm gonna suggest now. Not only suggest, but I'm gonna predict that they don't do the same thing. Tiffany Stratton will not cash in successfully at SummerSlam, at least. She may try, but she won't cash in at SummerSlam. Because they just did it last year. They just did it last year. Don't do the same thing you just did. Change it up. Make it interesting. Roman versus Jay was boring. I don't remember that match. So you're probably right. It was a predictable one. What was the story beat? Like, what happened at the end there? Like I said, it's okay if the result is obvious as long as there's a compelling story beat at the end. What happened there? Jay lost and then what? I don't remember. I don't remember nothing. Tiffany will cash in at SummerSlam. They'll repeat it? Maybe. Yeah, I agree. I think Tiffany will hold on to it for a bit. That's what I think. But who knows? Jimmy heel turn. Oh, that's what happened. I don't remember. Oh, Jimmy turned on him. Okay. That's what happened? Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't remember at all. What else you got, folks? Am I missing anything about what happened last night? Was there any complaints you had last night or any, like, something I didn't cover? Oh, look. CM Punk and... Oh, talking about his torn tricep. It's nice. Nice romance between CM Punk and Cena. Love to see it. Oh yeah, I talked about that. He missed the balls. That's crazy. How do you miss a freaking low blow? It's crazy. Pedro says they have to fix the damn botch with Priest with some type of storyline. What's the story beat? Like, what do you do? How do you fix that? The ref was working for the Judgment Day? I mean, working for, yeah. Like, how do you do that? Liv Morgan paid off the ref? How do you explain that mistake? They should if they can. Like, if there's a way to figure out how to fix that, they should. But what is it? I don't know. How do you fix that botch? Liv Morgan told the ref not to count to 3? Well, why would you do that? Trying to get in Damian Priest's good graces? Oh, Finn paid the ref? Wouldn't that ref have to be suspended? Wouldn't that ref be suspended in kayfabe? You know, that ref cannot be on TV anymore? That'd be good. Hilarious, but wouldn't they have to have that ref off TV? Maybe they just try to make it go away. Just forget it happened. Ignore it. Not the best thing, but I don't know what to do. What else should you do? Imagine if Charlotte returns at SummerSlam and attacks either Bayley or Nia Jax, and Tiffany comes out and catches in on them. So Charlotte Flair be a heel, you're saying? Oh, heel duo. Okay, yeah, exactly what you're saying. Okay. That could work. everything's on the table, as long as it's executed well. It's all in execution. It's all in the execution. On a scale to 1 to 10, how excited are you guys for tonight? How excited are you for Heatwave? Like, how excited? Are you a oh, I'm super excited. 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Like, what is it? Like, what is your ranking for how excited you are for the Heatwave? Oh yeah, I didn't talk about John Cena. Whoops. So answer the question about Heatwave. Okay, 6. 6 out of 10. 7. 8. I'm about a 7. About a 7. So fairly excited. Let's talk about what happened to John Cena. John Cena came out there and said, "I'm retired." And folks were taken aback. He says that he will be on tour. By that I mean WWE schedule all of next year. From January all the way to December, he'll be on the schedule with WWE. Next year will be his last SummerSlam, his last WrestleMania, his last Chamber, all next year. But he's in it for the long haul. So it's probably gonna be like a farewell tour, like a year-long farewell tour to John Cena. I'm fine with the farewell tour. I'm fine with that. I don't have any issue with it. There's some people who are saying that John Cena should have his own PLE. Like John Cena's last match. I think that's ridiculous. First of all, John won't want that anyway, so you can't pull it off because John won't want it. And I think it's a little too much. He's gonna have a long year to have all the praise shown to him in the world, all the praise, all the flowers thrown to the feet. An entire year, entire farewell tour is enough for John Cena. I'm excited for him. Should be good. Apparently, there's a storyline in place that they're excited about. So something that he brought up, and they said now's the time to execute this story. So they wanted to tell the story now. I think a lot of that has to do with the bloodline shit. So whatever they're doing with The Rock, whatever they're doing with The Rock and Roman, I think they want Cena to be a part of it. So they decided that this would be a good time to execute the story he wants to do. So that means they have a plan. So that's exciting. So whatever the plan is, that should be good. Yeah, one last farewell tour, one last run. I think he'll be intertwined with the Cody Rhodes stuff. He'll be intertwined with the Rock stuff. He'll be intertwined with the Roman Reigns. So that'd be fun. And then he says he'll be done. He's going to retire the wristbands. He's going to retire the jorts and the colorful t-shirts. He's going to be in a suit and tie going forward, which is good for him. He'll be around. He said he's going to be around, be involved somehow. So he'll be a part of the WWE universe going forward, but just not on the screen. Not as a wrestler. He said no wrestling, no surprise referee, no guest referee, just all behind the scenes. That'd be cool. I'm happy for John. It's over. Here's the thing I'll talk about. They were suggesting that he would go to like this tweet right here. Check this out. I think John Cena should have his own PLE for his retirement match. This is too much. This is too much. Not an entire PLE. That sounds crazy. What are you gonna do? You're gonna postpone the storylines, or is it gonna be tied into it somehow? It's too much. It gets too wonky. Let him have his farewell tour. Let it be within the context of the storylines within WWE. Don't get wonky with these weird PLE creations. That's too much. And John won't want it anyway, so yeah, no need for that. John against Jacob Fatu. That could be good. His best days behind him in the ring, so. Right, correct. Use the existing PLEs and just sell his match. That's all. You don't need to create a PLE. That's crazy. Don't set the precedent. Don't start that. Not necessary. That's my thoughts on John Cena. And that is for the stream. Thanks you guys so much for joining the stream. Do me a favor, like the video. Subscribe to the channel. You happy with John making a 2024? Yeah. Yeah, because he might be too old. You don't want to get into the 50s. You don't want to get to the 50s. He's in his 40s, late 40s. That's enough for him to still move. Once he gets to the 50s, it gets kind of weird, kind of uncomfortable. So late 40s is fine for John. Do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I will be talking about NXT tomorrow, depending on what happens. If NXT is awesome and entertaining and cool and you get a Julia surprise, maybe I'll do a stream. If not, if it's just solid wrestling, nothing too compelling, nothing too interesting, no storylines that are compelling, then I will probably not do a stream tomorrow. But we'll see what happens. Let's cross our fingers for Julia. Some type of video package would be awesome. That'd be cool. I'm not counting on it though. Don't expect it. Matter of fact, just think in your mind, say it's not happening. That way you're not freaking disappointed. In my mind, it's not happening. No Julia, no Julia. Okay, so I'm good. That's that. Do me a favor. I already told you guys to freaking subscribe to the channel and like the video. That's cool. But yeah, enjoy NXT tonight. Raw is going to be awesome show as well. So we'll look forward to that. And yeah, wrap up Canada and experience with WWE on Monday. That'll be it. Later, guys. Peace.